and welcome back to what is going to be an emotional episode of Sim Saturday. It's the final episode of our virtual Premier League season. But don't cry too much, as we'll be still around for the next few weeks as we play out the rest of the Champions League and FA Cup. So it's not goodbye just yet. But the amazing news is the real Premier League is returning, and that means our very own Dream Team Fantasy Football game is returning as well. There's a link in the description below to sign up if you haven't before. There's a chance to win plenty of cash, and it's just a cracking bit of banter with your mates, if nothing else. If you already have a team, then just get it fixed up ahead of the first game back. I need to check mine actually. I have literally forgotten my entire 11, genuinely. Although that was the case before the season was called off, let's be honest, it wasn't doing great. But oh well, I'll get back into it. Anyway, my name is Sean Burke, I'm joined by Andy Taylor, Graham Marshall and Jack Townsend. Noah Henry this week, he'll be in a room somewhere fantasising over the return of Bruno Fernandes. Or just fantasising about knowing Bruno Fernandes. He seems to talk about him a lot, the poor guy. But we've got a belter of an episode today. The top four will finally be decided. Wolves v Man United. Wolves are up against Chelsea in the Michael Mancien derby. One of Brighton, Norwich and Bournemouth has to go down. And Spurs even have the chance to go above Arsenal. But obviously that won't happen. So I'm not even going to worry about it at all. Not even a little bit. I know you know how this works for now, but for those unaccustomed to the series, there's a few things to clear up. Each match has been themed on legendary difficulty with 10-minute halves. Handballs are turned on. This is FIFA, not PES, or Pro Evolution Soccer, as I call it, because I've got the time. You know, I don't need to save that half a second, it's fine. Right, let's get familiar with how the table looks currently. Liverpool are going for the record. A win puts them on a Dalmatian with 101 points. Very nice. The most ever in a Premier League season. Lovely, lovely little turn of phrase.
Give you that one, Andy.
Yeah. Lovely bit of business. Lovely bit of business.
No, when it's bad, Andy wrote it. When it's good, I wrote it. So I'm just going to claim that. Man United are just 1 point ahead of Wolves. Just one. So come on, Wolves. I'm also contractually obliged to say come on, Wolves there in that sentence. But you would like to see that, to be honest. The tussle for 10th is no longer a thing. Arsenal have absolutely blown Burnley away. See you later. Maybe next year, lads. And at the bottom, any one of three sides could go down. Villa aren't mathematically down, but they're down. Let's be honest. They're down like the HMS Endeavour, which of course carried Captain Cook around the globe from 1768 to 1771. Although actually, unlike Villa, the ship was intentionally sent down to form a blockade against the French. Who needs homeschooling when you have Sim Saturday? Really, really fascinating stuff. Talked about parking the bus, blockading the French by sinking your ship. Not even Mourinho would do that. Right, let's see who's watching which game. This week, I'm going to go in order of who can give me the nicest compliment. So lads, one after another, give me the nicest thing you've got. Take it away.
Sean, I think what I love about you is the commitment to wearing the same tie almost
I was going to do something
every
about the tie.
week. You know, I like the tie, but I just love people that are committed, because that's what relationships are all about, is commitment. And the commitment that you show to that tie suggests to me that you can show the same commitment to me in a friendship.
You know, I just love what you've done with the setting that you're in, because I don't know how anyone could be the same shade as their wall. Like, it's not even white. It's like, I think that's elephant's. I would say that's elephant's tusk, if you ask me, colour wise. But yeah, you're just a floating eyes and lips.
Not sure the definition of a compliment seems to be a bit muddled. There's a theme amongst these first two compliments. They're both thinly veiled insults.
One of the things I in particular really love most about you is how you haven't let the fact that you support Arsenal get in the way of our friendship, mainly because you've got no idea what's going on with Arsenal at any time. We have to write the lines about Arsenal into the script for you, and so it's really not been a barrier for us in terms of getting to know each other.
Right, three thinly veiled insults there to choose from. Well, who's it gonna be? I'll go with Graz first.
I've got Everton versus Bournemouth in one of my games. A win for Bournemouth is a must today. They sit just 1 point behind Norwich, but Norwich do have a much more difficult fixture for them in terms of Man City. They were 3-1 winners when they were back at Vitality in September, but this Everton side have been one of the best in Sim Saturday. Undefeated since their thriller of a loss 4-3 to Leicester back in game week 32. Bournemouth, meanwhile, a draw isn't enough for them to be safe due to their woeful goal difference, so they really do need that win today. In my other game, Burnley versus Brighton. Burnley, like you say, toss-up of 10th is over, they've got nothing to worry about, but Brighton have absolutely dragged themselves out of the relegation zone in the last couple of weeks, but it doesn't mean it's over for them yet. A couple of really important goals from the veteran Murray, and I've mocked Jack for saying his name quite a few times over the last few weeks, so I'm really looking forward to getting it wrong several times during today's show. Johan Baksh wins for Norwich and Bournemouth could see Brighton relegated.
Next up, I'll go with Jack, because you mocked my appearance, which I can't change. So you can go next.
Man City Norwich. I think Norwich have probably got one of the toughest games for fighting for that relegation freedom. As I think Graz pretty much covered points at the bottom. So, and for the other game, I've got the 101 Dalmatians. So it's Liverpool versus today's Corella de Ville, which is Newcastle.
Nice. Black and white as well. Yes, it does work.
Yeah, it really does in more ways than one. Nothing really much going on in that game. Do you want to hear some subs?
Yeah, go on. Hit us with some subs.
So I think Jones in for Milner for Liverpool. Mm-hmm. That's the only change, which seems. I guess they are going for the points, so the biggest points tally. So keep a strong side, but nice to see Jones making in.
Finally, Andy, you mentioned the tie, which you know what, I'm glad it's been noticed.
So yeah, my game's obviously focusing on the battle for top 4. A bit of a vested interest because it's between Wolves and Man United. Wolves could have done with an easy game. We're playing Chelsea away, which is not the greatest. And if you remember this year, Wolves got hammered at home 5-2 by Chelsea. It was a Tomori absolute worldie. But we need 3 points. We need Leicester to do United. It's simple as that, really. And as such, we've actually been doing quite well recently, and we are remaining unchanged. Chelsea, on the other hand, have actually been quite poor. They've drawn their last 4 and lost the other one. So their last 5 games in the Premier League have been terrible, despite them getting to the FA Cup final. Their only change is Pulisic coming in. United, interestingly, I mean, they're going quite attacking. They've got Rashford, Martial, and Greenwood as a kind of 3-pronged attack, which is going to be interesting. Very bold away at Leicester, who themselves are very good on the counter-attack. So I'll be interested to see how that goes.
In the meantime, I'll be watching Crystal Palace versus Tottenham Hotspur and the Danny Welbeck derby, Arsenal v Watford. So I will be seeing what colour North London will be painted at the end of the same Saturday season. 2 games we haven't mentioned are West Ham versus Aston Villa and Southampton versus Sheffield United. In Henry's absence, a couple had to get the chop. I will, however, be keeping you up to date with the scores in these games anyway. Right, I think that is everything covered. Alright, and 3, 2, 1, kick off.
Yes.
He said it.
Of course he did.
Not say it.
I was hoping he would.
Say it. And the last one, come on.
God, you got it. They are kicked. Wise words.
Oh, chance here. Firmino pulls it back for Henderson. Firmino, a Salah. Oh! What's it?
But while the game's warming up, this is the
offside.
perfect time to ask you all to subscribe to the channel. Click the little bell icon so you get a notification every time we go live. More subscribers really does allow us to make more episodes of Sim Saturday. So, and even more importantly, get back playing our Dream Team Fantasy Football game. There's a link in the description below. Can't wait to get back involved myself. Alright.
Oh, chance. Oh, it's a goal.
We've got a goal already, but who was it for, Jack?
It's for the Dalmatians. It's for Corella de Ville herself. He's fallen to Longstaff, middle of the pitch, and he's laid it off to Maxime and charged forward and played a number of 1-2s with Carroll and Maxime before poking it past Alisson.
Great start for
Newcastle.
for the Dalmatians, as they are now known.
Yeah.
But Andy's newly coined nickname. But Andy, was that a chance there in your match or a goal?
Yeah. I don't know how Man United are not at least 1-0 up. They've had 2 glorious chances. The first was Rashford. He's got an open goal, but Amati, I think it is, the right back in for Pereira, has just thrown himself at it on the goal line. Schmeichel's not there, but the defender's just got himself in the way. Oh, Chelsea are in here. Oh my word, mate, it's all going on here. So in my other game, Chelsea are just clean through. I don't see who that was. I think it was Kovacic. He's just danced past the Wolves defence, hit it at Patricio. I think Patricio's got a little touch on it and it's gone onto the post.
At the same time as that happened, Watford have taken the lead against Arsenal here.
Oh, whoa.
Slotted away. Andre Gray in the box. Straight past Leno. 10 minutes in. This is not a good start. Sloppy from Arsenal, and he wasn't going to hesitate from there. So it's 1-0 to Watford with 10 minutes gone. And Andy, you've got your head in your hands there. Oh, we've got another goal here as well for, oh my God, what an awful minute. It's for Spurs.
Yes!
Harry Kane.
Sorry, I am watching my game.
So 1 minute after Arsenal conceded, Spurs have gone ahead against Crystal Palace, and it's that man Harry Kane, again from close range, just slotted past the keeper with his left foot. This is not a good start to the final Saturday league match for me. Oh well.
Liverpool should be 1-1 here. Alexander Arnold standing over a 26-yard free kick, and he's bent it round the wall, and Dubravka's made a fingertip save to keep it out of the top corner.
Dubravka, what a season he's had. Andy, is that another goal?
It's probably the worst possible start for Wolves. Johnny, the left back for Wolves, has been sent off. It was a tackle from behind on Willian. I mean, it looked rash. I don't know whether it was a red card, especially given how early in the game it was. I mean, that's a nightmare for Wolves. And as a result, Traore's been taken off as well because they've had to readjust the system. And then in the Man United game, Man United are 1-0 up. I think it's Bruno Fernandes with the goal. Break down the left. I was still fuming about the Wolves goal, I suppose. Break down the Wolves red card. Break down the left. It's cut back to Fernandes, and he just lashed at it first time, and it's 1-0 to United. So wow, I mean, it's just a nightmare, absolute nightmare for Wolves.
Bruno Fernandes as well with the first goal in that match. There, he's been an absolute standout player for Man United since Saturday.
It's a penalty.
We've got a penalty, but who's it for, Jack?
I don't know. It seems a little soft. It's a Liverpool penalty. I don't know who got brought down, but it was a coming together just on the edge of the box, the left-hand side of the box. We got Mane stepping over it. He's not usually on penalty duty. Oh, and it's a save. That was a shocking penalty.
Dubravka, what a match he's had already.
I mean, to be fair, like, if Dubravka didn't save that, you've got to ask serious questions. It was about 3 yards to his left, right height. It was Mane's got to do better that.
All right.
Why did he cut it back? Have a shot.
Who's this?
It's a good save. It's Bournemouth.
I don't understand.
And a glorious chance for them. King was completely through and decided to cut it back, but it ends up back with Wilson. Has a great shot, and Pickford does get across to it though. It's a corner to Bournemouth.
And Dykes just sent a header fizzing over the crossbar, but he must have hit it just shy of the 18-yard box. And it's a goal! It's a goal! It's a goal for City in the other game.
Yeah.
It's De Bruyne has nodded it in. Back post. David Silva in his last game at the Etihad is provided assist, and it's another goal in the other game. It's Salah who's just put one.
We've got another goal for Watford against Arsenal. It's now 2-0 to Watford. Troy Deeney. He doesn't like us very much, and that is clear. A lightning fast counter attack from Watford, and Troy Deeney has been on the receiving end of it and put it away. It is not looking good. It looks like the tussle for 10th will just result in a 10th place finish for us. But Jack, tell us about these goals.
Salah has smashed it home. It was Firmino that held the ball up nicely and then laid it off for Salah, who's not going to miss from there. Right. Quality finish.
Graz, any updates?
A great shot from Richarlison there just as he came to me. Everton have been really struggling to get into this one. Roby's kept it on somehow there and he's put it back. Just over from Andre Gomez. It really has been all Bournemouth in this early stages, and the same with the other game has been mainly all Brighton.
All Brighton or all Brighton?
Or all Brighton.
Yeah. It's all Brighton and Hove Albion rather than Albrighton,
Oh.
possibly in Andy's games.
Oh, okay.
Possibly,
Oh, I
yeah.
see. I thought he
Yeah.
just magically like appeared and like he's no business there, but fair enough. The man knows his football. Andy, are Wolves looking any more likely than breaking the
Well, in
deadlock?
my other game, Leicester have drawn level against Man United. I don't think they've actually deserved it. United have been
cross.
really strong for the first 20-25 minutes. But there was a mistake from a Man United defender. I didn't see who it was. And Maddison picked up on it. He's laid it off to Jose Perez and he's hammered it home with his weaker left foot. I'll mention his Barnet again, really nice. I don't know what product he uses on it, but it's so slick. You know, you could glide off it. You know, it's one of them. In the Chelsea Wolves game, there was a bit of controversy because Reece James, for me, did a similar tackle to what Johnny got sent off with, but it was only a yellow card. So, you know, I'm not saying anything, but you know, bias against bigger clubs at home. You know,
Go on,
could
Pookie.
be.
Go on, Pookie.
It's that bias. Can Wolves turn the table despite that?
Oh, Maddison's in. Goal!
We've got another goal here, Andy.
The tables have been turned around. It's Leicester 2-1 against United, which is massive. The gap between Wolves and Man United is now level. So Maddison, great finish, lovely play, a couple of 1-2s, and then he just danced around. I think it was Luke Shaw, don't know what Luke Shaw's doing, and he's lashed it home with his right foot into the bottom corner. 2-1 Leicester, this is huge. So Wolves and Man United are level on points now.
But Man United, by the looks of it, have a superior goal difference.
Go
So
on,
I think
go
Wolves
on,
still need the win.
Campbell.
But Arsenal are fighting back here. But God, 2-0 down with 30 minutes gone. It's not looking good. In the other matches, though, Norwood has scored for Sheffield United, breaking the deadlock there. So that is 1-0 for Sheffield United against Southampton. And
Couldn't do
0-0 in West Ham, Aston Villa. The Claret and Blue derby is currently 0-0. Alright, and it's all Spurs here as well, annoyingly. They're not letting up.
Go on, do
Great
that.
news. Great
Harry.
news.
Oh,
Harry Winks had a long shot from distance that was parried a few minutes ago, but Crystal Palace not offering much there. Okay, Jack, how's Duda doing?
last 10 minutes, Norwich have had a really good spell.
Great save.
They were getting crosses in the box. They just didn't have the right target man there to poke it home. It just wasn't beating the first defender. And then they had another little spell where Duda looked like he gave someone the little shoulder and got past it, but just didn't get the shot away, unfortunately.
Yeah, for a
not
team
that,
that's
it's
like so
horrendous.
close to potential
Oh my
relegation, Norwich are going to have a lot of Sim Saturday All-Stars by the end of this.
Oh,
Duda, Pookie,
What are you doing?
the rest. Andy, you seem very annoyed about something.
Chelsea have gone 1-0 up. Connor
Great
Cody,
move.
honestly, I
Keep
think
going.
he's towing a caravan, he's stuck in the mud something.
What's the goal?
Because, I mean, Tammy Abraham's not even done any skill. He's just literally turned and Connor Cody's bought it. He's walked off the other way. Abraham's through on goals. He's hammered it home. It's a good finish, but Connor Cody, horrendous defending.
Not looking good for Wolves. Jack, who's the goal for?
It's Liverpool 2-1 up finally. And it's Wijnaldum has just banged one in from the edge of the
Gotta
box.
speak up,
It
Braz.
was
Shouting,
Jones.
it's a goal.
Well, keep shouting.
Jones has played it to Firmino, who's held it up on the edge of the box. Wijnaldum's made a bursting run from the right hand side and hits it first time round the Bravka.
Wijnaldum, he's
Sorry,
been
guys.
cracking
It's
since
not,
Saturday.
not your fault, mate. You're not hosting. Not your.
I'm sorry, there's a lot going on here, Graz. You want to do my job? Do you want to do my
maybe I
job?
do. What of it? Next season.
Yeah,
No,
good
anyway,
Do you want to come back to me?
Brighton, right? I've got the goal that
Oh,
could be the
big
most
chance.
important towards their survival. Murray
Goal.
and your hand back, lovely little interchange. Murray's the man who finishes it off. That one goal could be the goal that sees them stay in the Premier League.
Murray has really shown up just in time, hasn't he? The last 3 matches he has been banging them in relentlessly. So that is good for Brighton. And also Billy Sharp has scored a second for Sheffield United, so they're now 2-0 up going into half time there. So they're looking strong. Andy, what's happening?
It's 3-1 Leicester. It's that Tielemans-Maddison combination again. Lovely little interchange on the edge of the box. It's played into Maddison. I think he has had a little turn. I know I always have a lot of turns in my game. I think he's turned and hit it on his left foot. And then as Maddison's tucked it away, he's cut to a couple of muggy Man United fans in the crowd. I think they're twins actually. They look exactly the same and they're just going like, oh no, we're 3-1 down. Oh, it's the first game I've ever been to.
Probably Henners and Charlie Austin on a day trip.
Yeah.
In the crowd. That's where he is today, folks.
Yeah, and before that, Rashford actually should have made it
It's in
2-all.
the game.
So United
In the
won't be
game.
very happy with that. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because Chelsea are beating Wolves and Wolves down to 10 men.
The Bravka is keeping Newcastle in this. Is Firmino with a lovely little hit on the swivel. Oh, and saying that, he's now converted a goal. I didn't really see what happened. But it wasn't a very spectacular goal, but it was a lovely work move. Let me just have a look. It was Van Dijk, Henderson, Ronaldo. Oh, yeah. Lovely.
It's currently half-time between Crystal Palace and Spurs, and approaching half-time here at Arsenal. They've been so poor. They had a couple of chances in the past couple of minutes, but now it's just all Watford up at the Arsenal end, right until half-time. Jack, is it approaching half-time there?
It doesn't seem to be. I think that penalty must have set everyone back. We're on 40 minutes here.
Oh my god.
Alright, well, I'll take a break. Should I go to the loo or something?
Yeah.
Grand.
I mean, we're not going to come to you for commentary.
Yeah. Well, unless you want to commentate your pick. How are you getting on over there, Graz? Alright.
It's hitting the back of the basement.
Oh, he's at a Baraka, we can tell.
God, this could be 4. There's Salah, Henderson. Oh, it's Mane's done a little overhead kick. And it's 4-1 before half time. Wow. That you could just sense a goal was coming there. It was there was pass after pass. So you were just worried that maybe Liverpool were going to try and work it too much.
Okay, and that is half-time. Nice one, Arsenal. You've really brightened my Saturday afternoon. Can't wait for the real football to begin so I can get lots of more of that in real life. This week we've got Angry Roy Keane in to read out the scores as requested by Craig Kelly in the comments. Here we go. Okay. Arsenal 0, Watford 2, Burnley 0, Brighton 1, Chelsea 1, Wolves 0, Crystal Palace 0, Tottenham Hotspur 1, it's a joke. Everton 0, Bournemouth 0, Leicester 3, Man United 1, shove it up your Man United. Man City 1, Norwich 0, Newcastle 1, Liverpool 4, Southampton 0, Sheffield United 2, West Ham 0, Aston Villa 0. Alright, thanks Roy.
Well done, Roy.
Thanks, Roy. He brings it every time. Thanks to everyone who sent their suggestions in, by the way. Some great ones in the comment section, so please do keep them coming. And I'm always excited to see what the suggestion is each week. But for now, lads, talk me through your game so far. Jack, how is it going over there with the champions?
Yeah, well, I'd say Liverpool are on course to get their 101 points right now. I think you could probably say it's pretty much in the bag. I think Liverpool would have to do something pretty shocking to lose at this 4-1 lead. But you never know. You never know. Other game, Norwich are probably unlucky to be... I think 1-0 is probably fair, but the way Norwich have been playing is actually... They've had chances, and I mean, it's the same with City. I feel like maybe their head's more on the Champions League, so they're maybe letting up a little bit. They're not playing full strength, which is, you get to this end of the season, it's a bit unfair in the fight for relegation and top of the table, because there are those teams that aren't giving it their all because they've got nothing to play for. Yeah,
we'd love to see that, a good Norwich performance just before the end of the season. Graz, how are you getting on? Getting on well. Brighton have got their goal. It's a really important one for them. 1-up away at Burnley. Burnley haven't really shown anything at all. In the other game, Bournemouth have been playing really well, but no goal to show for it, unlike Brighton. So that game is much more in the balance. I think Brighton will feel confident that they can at least not lose this game, whereas Bournemouth desperately need an early goal to make the difference. Andy, Wolves a goal down and they need a win. How are you feeling?
It's just a tale of a missed opportunity, I think, for Wolves. Obviously, Man United in the Leicester game are 3-1 down. Man United went all in. They went for a 3-pronged attack up front. They went all-out attack. They went 1-0 up, probably should have been 2. And then Leicester have just absolutely dominated them since. Maddison with a couple of goals. So for Wolves, it's so frustrating. It was theirs to be taken. And a Johnny red card, for me, harsh. It's one of them. It's like an orange, it's probably a bit more than a yellow, but it's a bit less than a red. But equally, Reece James had a similar sort of tackle and didn't get sent off. And as you mentioned, the goal difference is against Wolves, so they need to score 2 goals to turn this around, which with 10 men, I just cannot see happening. And Traore's been taken off as well.
Right. Yeah, let's see if they switch it up in the second half. Over here, I mean, not much to report. Arsenal are still losing. Watford and Spurs are winning.
I didn't hear that. What was that, Sean?
I wouldn't worry about it. It'll all become clear by the end of the show anyway. I'll be halfway to Mexico by then, so it doesn't matter. Before we get our games underway, I just want to remind all our viewers to like the video, please leave a comment and subscribe to the YouTube channel. More subscribers allows us to keep Sim Saturday going, but more importantly keeps me in a job, meaning I can afford some free weights as I'm so skinny. I'm so frail. Imagine what I'd look like ripped. It'd be horrifying. But if you want to see that, keep watching, I guess. Before we kick off in the second half, this week's episode is sponsored by Yoga Matty Longstaffs, the yoga mats for good northern lads who like playing for the boyhood club, having a few pints and achieving nirvana. So if that Venn diagram sums up you, get a Yoga Matty Longstaff.
Who did they say put in a bid for that mat as well?
What? Hey, topical. Okay. 3, 2, 1, kick off.
And they kicked.
I thought he was going to hold out on us. I really did.
I held back a little bit.
Kicked.
He did.
They are kicked. Yeah, that's another classic.
Okay. And we're off here. Let's see if Arsenal can pull it back. 2 goals down though. Graz, early chance there?
Yeah, early chances for two sides there, although I think the Brighton one, Murray might have been just offside. They're just replaying that now, and he's just gone a little bit too early.
Goal.
We'll go to Jack, he's got a goal.
It's a
We've
goal.
got a goal. He's laughing there.
Yeah, it's 5-1 to Liverpool. Ronaldo is bowing to the crowd. He's scored his second of the day, and it's pretty much very similar fashion to his first goal, if not identical, but maybe the opposite from the opposite side. It's a lovely finish. All going on.
That would have been nice. Graz, who was that chance for there?
It's for Everton there. There was some absolutely I couldn't really keep up with the fancy footwork in the middle of the park. Andre Gomez, Richarlison, I think it was, mainly just backheeling it to each other, doing little step overs and Cruyff turns. Eventually breaks for Richarlison, gets a shot away, but does go wide.
Well, Andy, what's happening here?
Man United have started like a train in the second half. Rashford cut him from the left-hand side. He's bent it top bin, but it's just hit the underside of the bar and come down. And just before that, Martial, on the turn on his left foot, had a great chance and Schmeichel made a good save to his right. So United, it doesn't actually mean a lot because Wolves are losing anyway, but United have started really well.
Meanwhile, at the Emirates, Watford are still piling the pressure on, so it's not looking great for Arsenal. But no developments in the Spurs match either as well. Spurs are still dominating.
The way you said that, such disgust in your
They're
voice.
still dominating, but like, who even cares? You know, are they even a real football club? I don't know. It's debatable, man. But anyway, I guess I'll keep covering it because some people support them out there. But otherwise, no more goals in the other matches as well. Still 2-0 to Sheffield United against Southampton. And Sheffield United going for another clean sheet at this rate.
What is going on?
Keeping it tight. Jack, what is going on?
They've taken Pookie off again and brought on Drimich.
What a silly Farker.
Who looks a bit like, it's not Noel from DIY SOS. He's a spitting image.
Nick Knowles.
Nick Knowles. Yeah.
Nick or Noel. He looks like one of them.
I was thinking of Noel Edmonds, but he doesn't look like Noel Edmonds.
Graz, we have a chance there.
Yeah, Everton with a good cross. Everton have definitely started brighter the second half. Although, just strangely, they've taken off Iwobi, who'd been really good up to this point, brought on Bernard. Meanwhile, Bournemouth have made a change. They brought on Jordan Ibe.
Andy, what's happened here?
Well, Chelsea are all over Wolves. Bolly has made 2 unbelievable tackles, last-ditch tackles to prevent Chelsea going further ahead here. He's absolutely a rock at the back. And I think Chelsea have gone a bit defensive. They've taken off Abraham as we speak, and Giroud's coming on.
Graz, another chance here?
Yeah, so another sort of snapshot there from Wilson for Bournemouth. They are getting into the box, but they're not creating the particularly easy chances for themselves. A lot of them have been either from distance or half chances. They have
gotta be
here though.
Goal.
If you stick with me, Fraser's lobbing it in. Nothing from that header, sadly.
And we've had a goal from a Goldrick for Sheffield United. Now that is 3-0 to Sheffield United. So they are cruising over there at Southampton. So actually no, I think it is in Sheffield. I can't quite tell, but Sheffield United are winning. That is the main thing. Andy, something happened there a minute ago. Oh, was it? Was it?
No, it's one of those though. It's one of those.
Oh, is that the
little Vardy celebration? Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's the Maddison show. Maddison picked it up on the edge of the box. He's laid in Vardy on his left foot. He's caressed it past De Gea. It's 4-1. It's game over for United. What a shocking end to their season. Maybe this is a little insight into what Solskjaer is going to be doing the next couple of years. Because Leicester are running riot here. They've taken Greenwood off as a result. But it's game over. I mean, Wolves have got 20 minutes to turn this around with 10 men. I mean, I've seen miracles happen. I don't think it is going to happen, but I have seen miracles happen. So 20 minutes to go. Come on, you Wolves.
All right, and Arsenal are just there, applying on the pressure here, but Bellerin just swerved the shot about 10 yards wide. Hector Bellerin should not be our leading source of attacks in the game, lads. Come on, Jack. Hands on head.
Yeah, it's Norwich. They're knocking on City's door at the minute, and it was a fingertip save from Bravo. It's a hit on the swivel, 20-yard effort.
That's a goal.
I'm just watching Arsenal here. They literally tried to walk it in. It is actually the cliche. Ceballos and Aubameyang just kept passing it back and forward between each other, and the keeper just was like, I'll just take that. Come on, lads. Graz, give us an update.
It's a goal, and it's for Everton.
Oh!
Bournemouth fans are going to be absolutely livid there. Schneidling makes a great little run. No one picks him up, pulls it back for Bernard, who's come on. I was questioning why they brought Bernard on for Iwobi, but he's popped up with a goal here.
No.
That could be the goal that sends Bournemouth down.
Yeah.
A draw wouldn't be enough for them, even with Norwich leading right now.
You're right, Andy. Bournemouth do have 6 fans. One of them actually lives with me as well, but he's also a Spurs fan. So even still, he's not fully committed to Bournemouth.
Ronaldo was on for his hat trick there. But
we've got a goal for Haller in the West Ham match in the Claret and Blue derby. So in the 71st minute, Haller has scored, and that's just another cherry on top for West Ham's end of the season turnaround. David Moyes, give it to Moisey to the end of the season, and look, he's done it. 3-0 to Sheffield United against Southampton, and 1-0 to West Ham against Aston Villa. And Villa are down like the HMS.
Endeavour.
Oh, forgotten. Endeavour, thank you. I was going to say Pinafore, but that's like a musical or something.
I think that is a musical.
Mourinho doesn't park the bus anymore. Now he hires a skip and puts it on the pitch because Oliver Skip has just been put on.
That's good.
Yeah.
Do you rate that?
No, I just came up with that off the top of my head, mate. Well, let's hope it becomes the new Mourinho thing. He's
That
parked
is
the
nice.
skip,
That should
or he's
be
hired a
the thing.
skip.
Yeah, that'd be better business.
Right, Jack. Any developments over in Liverpool, or are they all out?
Just as you came to me, the Ox has just had a shot parried over.
Andy, God, you look gutted there. You look resigned.
Yeah, I mean, Chelsea have just been professional. They've kept the ball. They've had a couple of chances. Wolves have had literally nothing. Not a sniff. Not a sniff. I've got my nose out and I'm sniffing, and I can't smell anything. That's what Wolves have had this half.
Wow.
2 minutes of extra time. We're up. I think we're about to see the whistle go. Yes, and it's gone. And Man United have got top 4. Undeserved, if you ask
Oh, I bet Henry wishes he
me.
was here now.
Undeserved.
A bit bittersweet for United. Well, I mean, they got 4th place, but they're currently losing 4-1.
Yeah,
Which
it's
is
one of them though.
not
The noise,
really
the news is filtering through to the United fans. You can see them all celebrating. They can't wait to lose all their group games in the Champions League next year.
That's Henry's dream. He's planning a European trip as we speak.
Oh, wow!
Have we got another goal, Andy?
James Maddison's taken the match ball home. It's 5-1. Man United are getting embarrassed here. And it's just testament to Brendan Rodgers and Leicester, really. Ball played into him. Again, every ball I see get played in, it's like a little turn, a little touch and a finish, and it's brilliant. Again, I think it was Tielemans again. Tielemans has got at least 3 assists this game. Brilliant. Plays
Wow.
Maddison down the left, scores, 5-1.
Leicester, what an exciting squad. But Graz, we got a goal.
Sean Dyche is livid with his defenders there. Neil Maupay just recently on gets the goal that I would say 100% confirms Brighton's stay in the Premier League continues. That is a fantastic little team move there. The midfielder peeled off of his defender. Maupay gets a little bit of space, gets the shot off very quickly.
Sean Dyche is going to be livid. Livid. I can't believe it. Alright, and speaking of being livid, Arsenal have officially lost to Watford. 2-0, and at the same time the Spurs have won against Crystal Palace.
It's over?
So they're both over.
So
what colour's London? North London?
No, it's...
Hey!
Oh, he's been waiting for that one.
Look at that. Surely,
Get
if
in.
anything,
Well done,
it's-
Spurs. 9th place. Fair play.
Yeah!
Surely
You've got to
London's
celebrate something,
London's
haven't you?
blue.
You've got to celebrate something. You've got to take the little joys in life, haven't
Celebrating
you?
9th place. I mean,
Gotta
you've
take
got
the
to
little
take that
things.
to them. Fair play.
Barely 9th place. Barely.
Yeah. You
barely.
just
Chelsea's
nicked 9th
blue.
place in the final day. What a cool.
What a
This will be
season.
Do you know
This
what,
is up
right?
there with Aguero, isn't it? Really.
Do you know what? I've had this shirt on the entire series. We've not had a big win.
The word is filtering through to the Spurs fans at the ground now. They're going crazy. They've heard the Arsenal result.
Oh, is
they're
that-
losing their
Is
Is that a
mind.
bus? Is that a bus parade I've seen? With the 9th place
They're just
banner on
holding
the
up
front.
Get the DVD
Number
out.
nines.
Get it ready.
Yes.
Get the DVD out.
Number 9. Right.
My 2 games have finished, by the way. Back to some seriousness. Brighton, that is them safe, and Bournemouth, with that loss, that sees them relegated.
Down. Oh.
And that is it. Liverpool have got their 101 points.
Wow.
A
Record
new
breakers.
record, baby.
Well, that is that. That is full time.
It's over.
Bournemouth and Villa are down. Just like the...
Titanic.
Actually,
Emma,
it's the
Mary
it's the
Rose?
it's the Mary Rose, Graz. Congratulations, you got it right. Kind of ruined that joke, but fair enough.
It wasn't
We're
good in
actually
the
getting it
it
right.
wasn't good in the first place, so I mean.
Yeah, Andy, write better jokes. I didn't write that one. Let's give you a rundown of the final scores. As it's the final week of the Premier League, we're going to treat you with another guest host, and it's it's Arnold Schwarzenegger, as requested by Brendan McGee. Where have we found this budget from? But I suppose he's got the free time these days. Okay, here we go. Arsenal 0, Watford 2, Burnley 0, Brighton 0, Chelsea 1, Wolves 0, Crystal Palace 0, Tottenham Hotspur 1, Everton 1, Bournemouth 0. They go down! You go down, Bournemouth! Leicester 5, Man United 1, Man City 1, Norwich 0, Newcastle 1, Liverpool 5, Southampton 0, Sheffield United 3, West Ham 1, Aston Villa 0. They go down too! You go down! Come on!
Oh, it's
All right.
superb.
Wow.
That's the
Thank
best
you.
one yet. That's
Thank you,
absolutely
Arnold.
brilliant.
But for now, let's take one last look at the Premier League table. Liverpool have, safe to say, ripped it up this year, and fair play to them. League champions with a record points total. 101 goals to go with their 101 points. Oh, spooky. But very impressive nonetheless. Let's not forget Leicester as well. Unbelievable season for them. Ahead of the likes of Chelsea, Arsenal, of course, and Wolves as well, I guess. And such exciting football. What an exciting team. I can't wait to see what they do next year, to be honest. Man United grabbed the final Champions League spot. Depending on what happens to City's ban, though, could that mean that Chelsea sneak in too? And also Spurs finish above Arsenal. And at the bottom, it's goodbye to Villa, Watford, and Bournemouth. All the best at Coventry away next year, lads. Which is technically Birmingham away. Anyway, it says here in the script. So have a look at the table we've got from Sim Saturday, and I will honestly be very curious to see how that matches up to the real thing. Will it be anything like that? But that is all for this week's show and the Sim Saturday Premier League season. It's been emotional, lads, particularly seeing Arsenal finishing 10th. A different kind of emotional, but seriously, we have actually all really enjoyed making these, and I hope you guys watching at home enjoy them as much as we enjoy making them. Seriously, it's been great crack. We will be back over the next few weeks playing out the remainder of the Champions League and FA Cup, so we're not finished just yet. So please do get subscribing, click the little bell and turn your notifications on so you get a little notification when we upload those. And please get downloading and playing the Dream Team Fantasy Football game. I talk loads about us keeping in a job, but seriously, everyone playing that game really does keep us in a job. That is the main thing. That's the reason we make all these videos. Don't forget,
dial the desperation down a little.
Is because of the app. It's true. It's true. Link in the description below as well if you're interested in that. But we hope you all enjoyed it, and we managed to divert your attention away from the pretty crazy few months we've been having here on planet Earth. But until next time, take care.